So I am starting something new. I have decided to monetize a new skill set, and I want to take you behind the scene as I build a new skill set from scratch. So if you've been thinking of monetizing a skill set and you don't know exactly where to start from, come with me on this journey because I'm not just going to be talking about it. You are actually going to see me build this new skill set so that you're able to build your own skill set so that we can monetize together. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeyinka and I help working professionals monetize their skill set so that they're able to build a six-figure business without having to quit their jobs. Today, I'm going to be doing something different. I've decided to document my journey as I work on a new skill set. So there is a new skill set that I've been thinking about, and I want to monetize that skill. And I thought, what better way to bring you along than to document my journey and show you every step of the way how I do what I do so that together we're able to experience real growth. And I hope that you're able to come on this journey with me so that as I take you through every step, you're not just watching, but you're also doing at the same time so that you're able to achieve your financial dreams. I've been running businesses ever since 2019. Until date, I have about 5 businesses that I currently run. And so I've been thinking how to monetize my business skill set and knowledge because I've built a wealth of experience over this years, building several businesses in different countries. I have businesses across 2 continents, and I felt like I have a whole wealth of experience that I could be sharing with the world that I'm keeping all to myself. And so I thought about it that what better way than to monetize this business knowledge and experience so that other people are able to build thriving businesses as I've been able to build for myself. And I thought about it, since I also have this channel where I'm talking about monetizing and I want to help working professionals like myself also monetize this skill, I have decided to document all of my journey from monetizing that business skill on this channel so that you're also able to build the courage and confidence to monetize your own skill set. So let's get started with the very first process. So the very first thing that I did, and which was literally last week, was to kind of figure out, okay, what skill set do I want to monetize? Because I've been taking a look at all of the skills that I have, and I was like, you know what, where am I in my journey right now? What should I be working on and what can I share with the world? And I thought about it. Over the last 6, 7 years, you've been actively running businesses. And actually, my first business was in 2016. So I actually have over 10 years of experience, but the 2016 business didn't pan out so well until 2019. But that's still a whole lot of experience that I learned that helped me, build the next set of businesses that have turned out to be successful. And so I was like, you know what? What can I do with this skill set? And so one of the things that I figured out was to try to look at all of my businesses and figure out what made this business successful? What made it possible for me to be in one country and be able to run that business in another country? How have I been able to grow from one business to 5 businesses in the span of maybe 6, 7 years? And all of that, as I started to jot down, I found out that I had gold within me. I was sitting on a gold mine that I literally should be monetizing right now. And these were some of the thoughts that came in mind as I was trying to decide what skill set to monetize. Now, some of the questions that I asked myself is this, and I want to walk you through this process. So I've documented a few things. So one of the questions I asked myself was this: what skill have I used repeatedly to solve real problems, especially in my business? What do people ask me all the time? What results have I gotten for others without even realizing it? And after I kind of like spent a few minutes and I guess probably a few hours going through these questions, I realized that I should be helping small business owners build systems in place for their business. Because one of the things that I also uncovered was the fact that there are so many small business owners like me who are very overwhelmed. There are so many small business owners that cannot survive if they're not actively in their business. And here am I having 5 businesses, and I am not even involved in the day-to-day because I've built the systems that, I've put systems in place to ensure that things are able to work without my day-to-day involvement because I still have a job and other things that I cater to. And so I was beginning to see that there was a transformation that I could actually offer to my target audience. So one of the things that I did was to carve out what my promise would be and what my transformation would be. So I'd like to read that to you. So I said, My goal will be to help small business owners build system-driven businesses that do not depend on them to survive. And that's the transformation that I'm hoping to give to the small business owners because that's what I've done for myself. My businesses do not need me to survive. I'm in a different country and I have 4 businesses in another country, and those businesses are doing absolutely fine. And so I was able to then carve out my niche to be able to see that, hey, I can offer this transformation to small business owners. Now, how did I think of small business owners? Because I'm also a small business owner, right? And so it was easy for me to be able to pick small business owners like myself as my target audience. Now, if you watch my last video, you will see where I shared that your target audience is yourself a few years ago. Now, a few years ago, I was a new business owner. I didn't even know how to go about running a business, but somehow I figured it out. And so now at this point in time, I am trying to make life easier for the person who is coming behind me. So they don't have to go through all of the stress that I went through. They don't have to make certain mistakes that I made. Remember that I shared how my first business was in 2016 and it didn't work quite well. And then I started a new business in 2019. All of that, I learned so much, and all of that helped me to build the right businesses in 2019 till date. And so there's a wealth of experience within me that I can actually share that would not only shorten the journey for that new business owner, but ensure that they thrive and ensure that they have that financial freedom and time freedom that they desire as small business owners. And that's the transformation that I'm hoping to give to my target audience. So as you're watching this with me right now, I want you to also pick your pen and a paper, and I want you to start thinking through the transformation that you want to offer to your target audience. What do you want to give to them? How do you want to take them from point A to point B? Who are you even trying to take from point A to point B with the skill sets that you have? That's what I want you to write down, okay? So certain questions that you can ask yourself is this: what have you done for others that makes a real difference? That's the question I had to answer. Another question is, what skills come naturally to you? Because you just don't want to pick a random skill because you think that there is money to be made. You want to pick a skill that comes natural to you. Like I said, I've been running a business since 2016. We're in 2025. I've come a long way. That's 9 years of being in business. I've had falls, I've had wins. And so this comes supernatural to me because this is my everyday life. And so it's going to be super easy for me to be able to share my transformation with my target audience. So I want you to think in the same light. Which one feels very close to you and which one feels supernatural to you? Now, one of the things that helped me to eliminate a few skills, and help me to actually pick my business skill is this. And I want to share some of the questions in mind with me. So some of the things I did was this. Can I solve a real problem with this skill? If the answer was no, then I probably don't want to go with that skill. Do I have experience or passion for this skill set? Can I create a clear transformation path for this skill? Are people already paying for it in some type of way? And does it feel like a chore to me instead of a passion? Now, these were some of the things that I did while trying to figure out, what skill set I wanted to monetize. And when I looked at my business skill, there was, that synergy where this doesn't feel like a chore. This is something I'm passionate about. There's a clear transformation. There are already people that are making money with this skill set. So I'm sure that I would also make money with the skill set. And so this list actually helps me, owning on picking the business skill and knowledge as the one that I want to monetize. So I want you to do the same thing for yourself. Take a look at the skill and ensure that this is not a chore, because if it is, you're going to get bored. You're going to feel frustrated. You want to make sure that you're picking a skill that people are already paying for. You want to ensure that you have the right experience and you're passionate about this skill set. And you want to ensure that you can use your skill set to solve a real problem. Okay. So now I don't want to make this video too long, but one of the things I'm going to be doing is I want to encourage you to also follow me on my social media platforms where I'm going to be leaving through, this business skill set so that you don't only hear what I'm doing, but you actually see it in person, right? So officially, I am launching this new business skill, and I've also created a video to actually announce the skill set to my audience. I don't have a lot of audience on that page, but I've decided to be able to, let the world know that, hey, this is the latest skill set I'm going to be launching. Come with me on this journey. as we build a thriving business together so that you don't have to be overwhelmed and don't have to be tied to your business. So I hope that this video actually encourages you to actually figure out the skill set that you want to monetize and kick off this very first step with me by deciding the actual skill set you want to launch and building your transformation offer for your target audience. So I'll see you in my next video where I'm going to be sharing more behind the scenes as I build this new skill set. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.